Hi ho, all you boys and girls out there. Ron Dawson. Welcome to another episode of Runnin with Ron. And as you know, my family travels, and we are still in Germany. I'm usually hit by the things that I see on my run to inspire me to share with you fine people some revelations, some inspiration, some little dollops of hope. We're in a small German village near Bad Schandau called Königstein. My apologies to you German speakers if I just bastardized that pronunciation. But what I found really interesting when I'm in Germany and I interact with the German people is that about a generation or two ago, this was a country where someone like me would have been seen as a blot on humanity. A country that had literally created camps designed to destroy millions of people. A country that sent the entire world, the entire civilized world, into World War, not once, but twice. And you would think a country like that would forever be, I guess, maybe hated or despised for the pain and the hurt that they had caused the world. Yet, from the little bit I have studied about Germany, and what they do to make amends for the things that they have contributed to the evils in the world, and the things that they have done to help ensure that the current people of Germany never forget, is really inspiring. It really has moved me. And wherever I go and I meet German people, they're just some of the nicest, kindest people, regardless of their age. Even old Germans who I know were alive during the Third Reich. Like just the other day, I was running, or maybe I was walking that day, and I passed by this bit of graffiti that said, essentially, I think it said like, "Welcome, love, refugees." And obviously, given the current political discourse and strife in my own home country regarding refugees and that sort of thing, and also knowing the kind of strife that is even still happening here in the EU regarding that topic, it was a beautiful thing to see that not even in a major metropolitan area, but in a small German village. Like the thing that inspired me today was the village where I am. There's a lot of these old abandoned buildings. I can't help but wonder, like, what was taught, like, in these buildings. Like in this one here, which you can't see, like there's a huge smokestack, and obviously I don't think this was a concentration camp, but for whatever reason, when I see tall smokestack in Germany, whether or not it is deserved, I think of concentration camps, which is a terrible thing. And it got me thinking this other thing. I think one of the reasons why perhaps, this is a theory, it's not, and I don't have any stats to back this up, but I wonder if one of the reasons why, as a black man, I am treated so nicely when I'm in Germany is because the German people kind of get it when it comes to the plight of, move my hand, the plight of us bruthas, if you know what I'm saying. Give me a minute, let me explain. Imagine growing up and every time you see a representation of yourself on TV or the movies, it's a horrible stereotype of you. The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you act is horribly stereotyped. So imagine growing up where you never grew up in the Third Reich, you never even grew up during the time of West Berlin and East Berlin and West Germany and East Germany. You've only known one unified Germany. Yet every time your people are portrayed in the movies, it is this horrible stereotype. And you're like, what the F, man? I'm German. I don't act like that. I don't treat people like that. And I think deep down inside, whether or not it's conscious, they're like, I feel your pain, man. I just wonder if maybe that contributes to the empathy that some of the German people have when they see a black man walking down the road. Like I said, I have no stats to back that up. It's just a theory. I'm sticking to it. Once again, I appreciate you. I appreciate those of you who engage in civil discourse. I appreciate those of you who have sent positive messages my way. And I appreciate those of you who don't see eye to eye with me on certain things, but have offered a hand and have been willing to say, Ron, I'm going to step 1 or 2 steps closer to understanding your point of view. I appreciate you for that. Anyway, I gotta get back to my run. My heart rate has gone lower than it should have, and I still have a lot more running to do. I need to come up with a more inspirational closing. I haven't quite figured it out yet. So for now, I'll just say bye.
I wished I had some chicken.